Oh, thanks. You think these look good? Yeah? Not bad, huh? Not bad. Yeah, I just got them. Yeah, thank you. What's up, everyone? It's Adam. Today's video, obviously reviewing and going over the Razer Anzu Smart Audio Glasses, and I had a lot of fun with these. I'm having a lot of fun with reviewing smart audio glasses and this type of technology, period, because it's the first time in a long time where in a world of smartphones and computers and this and that, we've seen that, and it's only the internals and things like that that mostly get better before the externals. So for me, with reviewing and really testing out smart audio glasses, it starts to change your lifestyle, is the best way I'm going to start off, at least for me, in my opinion. When it comes to using smart audio glasses, that's the number one thing I notice, is it changes my workflow. It changes just how I feel about audio consumption and just doing stuff in my day, especially work related. So let's get into the review. I hope it helps, and thanks for watching ahead of time. So to start out this review, I'm going to go over the specs of what this has to offer. Built-in mic and speakers, touch-enabled and voice assistant compatible, low latency audio, water-resistant IPX4 design, more than 5 hours of battery life, blue light filtering lenses, as well as polarized lenses. So that's number one thing that's intriguing about these compared to the competition, is they actually come with two different lenses. So to me, that's already worth the money. For me, and just thinking about this kind of tech, I think the sound is good. I mean, I love the app. I love how you can customize whether you want to boost the treble or you want more clarity or just leave it by default. The default setting is my favorite. Now, even when I tried listening to podcasts and things like that with the treble boost, it seems like it just gets louder, but you notice a difference in how it sounds. And same thing with clarity. It seems like all they really do is maybe let go of the mids, if anything. But I just leave it at default because it sounds good enough to where I'm like, hey, I don't even have to make adjustments when it comes to the music or listening to Podio. That was really dang funny. I actually had to restart the video. But when it comes to music, the mids and the highs are there, but that's really about it. So you're going to hear a lot of vocal clarity. You're going to hear a lot of like cymbals and piano and more of the high-pitched instruments. Like if you're listening to hip hop with these, there's no bass. So when it comes to, if Razer, you're watching this, or any of the audio smart glasses, I'm wondering why you haven't put like a vibration motor in here or try to do more bone conduction technology in these, because the next pair, Razer, again, if you're watching this, that you come out with, please add a little vibration motor in here. It would totally change gaming and totally change listening to hip hop or things that have bass, especially when watching movies. That would be so immersive. Now, I don't know if that's totally like healthy to have like a vibration motor in glasses, if it's going to mess with your eyes, if it is that bad or vibrates that much, it's going to take them off your head. But anyhow, I think that's going to be a major plus if they do that for music and audio consumption. So for me, with music, that's the biggest issue, is if you're expecting to feel your music, hip hop is the thing, or maybe even progressive trance or anything that has a lot of bass, is the only issue you're going to really run into. But you shouldn't have any issues with volume, and I think that's what compensates for it, because for me in a coffee shop, I was surprised I had to have these at like 60 to 70 and not full blasted for me to hear it, even over a really loud morning rush coffee shop test, where that's where I do my microphone test as well that you hear later on. And so to me, that's good enough. I'm like, hey, the volume is what compensates for your lack of like feeling the music, if that makes sense. As far as like any sound leakage goes, somebody has to be like right next to you or like up to 7 feet maybe, and in a quiet environment for them to be able to hear what you're listening to. If you're in a coffee shop, you can blast these and no one's going to know what you're listening to. There's too much ambient noise. So if you're concerned about that, they have to be like right next to you within like 5-7 feet, and it has to be at a high volume for them to even get clarity of what you're listening to. Okay, let's get into build quality and design of these. So real quick on the build quality, I think they're built really strong. I mean, even if you kind of see me flexing them, they don't squeak or feel like they're made cheaply or anything. But I do have an issue when it comes to putting them on with those hinges. So the build quality of the hinges feels a little off. So for me personally, I feel like I constantly have to adjust them, or I'm unsure if they're fitted right. And that doesn't have to do with the length of the frame. It's just the way it fits on the bridge of my nose, where the hinges just feel off all the time. Where, yeah, after a couple hours, 3-4 hours, however long I've had them on in one duration, they're not necessarily uncomfortable. They just feel a little weird. And I'm like, I don't know if that's because of comparing them to the Echo frames, the second generation, or what, because those fit really well and were definitely lighter than these. These aren't heavy or anything, but that's my biggest issue. It's just, it feels weird on the nose bridge for me. Now, as far as look and everything, I think they look good. I don't have any issues with that, except for the glossy black finish. It attracts so many fingerprints and just feels weird. I feel like I have to clean these way more often than I want. My suggestion to Razer and Bose and Amazon, all these companies coming out with smart glasses, even if Apple may be the first to do this, and I'll love them forever if they do, come out with like a matte white finish. You know, try to be a little bit different. If they came out with a matte white finish, I think they would do so much better when it comes to design, but overall how it feels in the hand. So that's just my minor complaint, but overall, not really anything else to complain about. All right, let's talk about the blue light filtering lenses and the polarized sunglasses that these come with. I really love how Razer is the only one that comes with these interchangeable lenses. As far as all the big brand companies go, I think they're the only ones that do it. But for me, with the blue light filtering lenses, I did notice a pretty good difference in my eye strain and no interference in how they look through the lenses. You know, I don't notice any color, distortion or anything like that. I'm sure if I really paid attention to some of it there, but for me, I noticed less eye strain and I just kind of noticed that it felt easier to get work done, especially at night. And that's wearing them even with lights on in the kitchen, lights like this if I'm recording a video and I have these on and I'm like doing B-roll and need the light on for a product or something. For me, I think they do well where you do notice a difference. Now, I don't have any data or like if I truly got 1 hour better sleep or anything like that. It wasn't that crazy. I'm just like, yeah, it feels better having them on for sure than not having them. Now, as far as the polarized sunglasses, the tone of how dark the lenses are is like medium to low. So for me, I think that's a good thing because I don't like super dark sunglasses because you might wear them indoor when you go to the store real quick or something like that. And maybe you don't want to take them off. You want to keep them on. So they're good for wearing literally all day anywhere you go, except the polarization with like a bright reflection or something. It's not the best. Like it's not going to be my Warby Parker prescription polarized sunglasses. So it's good enough, especially since they come with it, but yeah, it's just not the best thing. Now, I really do like that Razer came with an app with these, and you can EQ the sound, but I leave it at default still. You can customize all the controls on either side of the frames, except for the fact that the only controls that seem to work best every time on the first try is holding for the assistant and playing and pausing, because you notice it feels like you're really pushing it in like a physical button. But with everything else, it's finicky. And forget about if your hands are wet or slimy or dirty, it just doesn't work well at all. And I know because I work in a garden, my hands do get dirty and slimy. And it's not like my hands are muddy when I was trying it, but it's like your hands really have to be clean in order to really get accuracy out of it. So for me personally, especially since it's IPX4 resistant, I think they should have just added manual buttons. I mean, the touch control sounds cool, but in reality and function, it just would have been so much better if it was actual buttons instead. Also, when it comes to turning them off and turning them on, you close the frames to turn them off, you open them to turn them on, and that's straight out of the box too. You don't have to do anything else other than that. But when you enter into pairing mode for the first time, it's automatic. You just got to look for them in your settings, in your Bluetooth settings. But when it comes to manually connecting them, because these unfortunately don't have dual connectivity, is you have to hold one of the temple sides for 2 seconds. It could be either one, and that's how you enter manual pairing mode. So it is a little bit of a bummer there's not dual connectivity, but oh well, it is what it is. Okay, last but not least, let's get into our microphone test, and I am going to test them out in a real coffee shop and also my quiet office, so let's see how the microphones do. All right, hello. Test 1, 2, 3 of the Razer Anzu Smart Glasses, Smart Audio Glasses in a quiet room. Test 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go doing a microphone test of the Razer Anzu Smart Audio Glasses. And this is literally in the loudest part of the coffee shop. All right, the decibels are hitting in the 90s consistently. So test 1, 2, 3. So for me, when it comes to the microphones, I think they did really well. I mean, I don't have any complaints on it for the type of technology this is. And when it comes to friends and family, I asked them this specifically. I didn't ask this on business calls or anything. But when it comes to them, I said, how do I sound? They're like, it sounds like you're on a normal phone. So for them not being able to discern if I was using Bluetooth or anything weird is pretty impressive. I mean, it's good enough. And I think it's good enough for you to use even on like conference calls or business calls, video calls for school and this and that on your computer as well. So they did a decent enough job to me. So the big question, would I recommend the Razer Anzu Smart Glasses? Yes, for two main reasons, especially for the price of $199. Number one is they come with polarized and blue light filtering lenses, and two, the sound quality. It's so worth it, where it's like, okay, these really feel like they're offering the best of both worlds for why you would get smart audio glasses. Because if you look at Bose, only one type of lens, and maybe the sound quality is a little bit better. I don't know. I haven't tested those out yet. This is just from hearsay of looking at other reviews. Now the Echo Frame is the second generation. Way better fit, way better functionality. But for $269, that $69 makes a difference. And I'm like, okay, they're not that much better than these, where I would pay $269 over them, especially since, again, the interchangeable lenses thing. So that's just my take on it. Hopefully this review was helpful. I think these are dope, and it's only going to get better as time goes on. So thank you for watching this video. Truly appreciate it. Please like it. If it was good enough, please subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see y'all on the next one.